Well, hello, my loves. I am Louise Eddington. I am your freedom guide, helping you to create a deliriously free life. And I'm just going to kind of ramble while people kind of realize I'm on live. Thank you to Heather for the early morning reminder that today is the 11th, the first 11th in an 11th year. On a first month, so there's lots of ones and 11s today. Hi, actually, yeah, my arm is healing nicely, yay! And now I've been to the dentist, my mouth's feeling better, everything's feeling better, yay! I guess we all go through times where something happens, but yeah, it's healing nicely. It still kind of looks kind of, you look at it and you go, but actually compared to what it was, these are shrinking. The scabs are healing over nicely. Beautiful. I think the doctor got the right drug for the thing. So it looks tons better. Yeah, it does look tons better, doesn't it? Yeah, exactly. Because of course, there's always those friends that kind of put the fear in, especially if you share something on social media, and of course MRSA or MRSA has become a bit of a big thing. And as soon as I mentioned I got an infection, people were going, "Oh, MRSA, MRSA," and it's like, well, that wasn't my. Obviously, I'm aware of these things, but my first thought was not to jump to the fear thing. And hi, Joseph. So we've got a couple of people joining, so I'll start to get going. First of all, I just want to mention that I am doing a free call tomorrow for my Planetary Magic Cafe group. So if you're not a member of the Planetary Magic Cafe group, then please come join. And come, either come on the call live or listen to the recording. The recording will be posted in the group. So let me just think I've got the URL right. So let me type it in. Hopefully that's the right link. Let me see. Whoa, I think I got it right. Yes. So there's the link to join the group if you want to join and you're not a member already. Then as well, if you want a general kind of, I wrote a blog post, so I'm posting that for you as well. I would appreciate all on the article. You can clap, you can add a clap, it's like a like, and there's also a comment box which people seem to have trouble finding, but there is. But I've been blogging on this medium.com site. I'm actually a partner, so the more claps and things I like that I get, I actually can earn some money. I actually earned a whole $1.84 the first week I did this. But hey, as I grow, it might get bigger. So if you would look at my blog post and give it some kind of reaction on the site, you may bring me a few cents in here and there, and plus it's an interesting blog post. So please check out the link. I just posted it in the comments. And then hi Broden, still waiting for more people to join, but I'm going to really get going in a second, just doing some housekeeping, as it were. So I'm doing another free call for the Planetary Magic Cafe tomorrow. I do offer mini readings on the call. They're kind of the urgent one, one question. I've got this burning question. I will do the reading using astrology and tarot, either or, as I'm guided. And the reading will be done on the call, and the call's recorded, so if you're not there live, you still get your reading. So hi, Heather. Heather's booked a mini reading for on the call tomorrow too, and I'm doing kind of as many as people want really tomorrow, not just the 2 I normally do. So yay. But Heather, you were first. So you're up first. So let's look at this astrology. Well, holy moly. Oh, Lolo, you must be a friend of Yasmin's. Anyway, because it's evening there and not here. So the chart. I'm hoping to reach a point where I can pay for the webinar version of this to share the charts with you on the live stream. But it's quite expensive per month, so I'm not quite there yet. But I can tell you that the chart is kind of like so polarized. We now have Mercury, Saturn, Black Moon, Lilith, Pluto, the Sun and Venus all in Capricorn. And we have the Moon, Mars and Jupiter in Scorpio. And that's water, and the Capricorn is earth. And then we have Neptune and Chiron in Pisces, which is water. And that's why I wrote the blog post about the sculpting and the clay and the mud, because there's so much water and earth right now and through much of 2018. And what do water and earth make? Of course, they make mud or clay. And it can be a really positive thing, as I say in the blog post. So we've kind of got this intense muddy clay energy to mold and build and sculpt going on at the moment. We do have some fire and air, but that's all going to shift throughout the year as Uranus moves into Taurus. So the slower moving planets are pretty much going to be in all water and all earth for all of 2018. And it's the slower moving planets like Pluto, yes, I still think of him as a planet, and Neptune and Uranus and Jupiter, all the slower moving ones, they really give us the overarching feel and energy of the times. Okay, the faster moving personal planets and Sun, Moon, they're not planets, but yeah, get the idea. Mercury, Venus, Mars, they're all the personal planets, and they give the day-to-day more immediate kind of energy, and the slower planets really set up the overarching themes. So we have all this water and earth energy. It's going to be mitigated a little bit tomorrow by the moon moving into Sagittarius. That should lighten the mood a little bit. But right now, the moon has been triggering all those huge transformational earthquake bringing, mudslide bringing energies that we've had this week. And now, because the moon is void all day, we're kind of going to integrate all the kind of personal mudslides and earthquakes that have been happening in our lives. I talked about my own, which were my physical ailments, mostly for over the last little while, last 2-3 weeks really. But they are clearing up now. As appropriate. And the moon is into Sagittarius tomorrow. The fire will help to dry things out a little bit, help to you could look at it that it's like the molding of the clay, and then you put it in the fiery kiln and it kind of solidifies it and hardens it. Now the moon's fast moving, so we've only got a couple of days of that, but that's kind of where we're going. We're kind of solidifying these mudslides of the past little while. But the Capricorn energy is really kind of huge at the moment. And in my post this morning, I posted a blog post about conservative values. Now we do have Venus in Capricorn, and Venus is really our core values, because Venus rules Taurus, and she is what we value. And in everything, core values can be, you know, like family, love, things like that. And they are being solidified in Capricorn. And they are becoming more conservative, and conservative in a positive way, because conservative really is from the root to conserve and to save. Conservative seems to have got the word conservative has become a bad thing in today's society, but it isn't always. We really need kind of these solid core values and solid structures in order to be really free. True freedom isn't like no restrictions and things, because that just is chaos. So we need this earthy, hi Jackie, we need this earthy kind of structure to help us to move forward. So 2018 and today is really about all that kind of conserving and structure building. But today, and in fact, I look at the clock and it is 11:11 here. Whee! So I deliberately started this call at 11, thanks to Heather, because it is an 11 year and it's a 1 month. So we've got 1s and 11s there. And here we are at 11:11 my time. Let's just move to 11:12, but I started it then to talk about this energy. So there's a lot of 11s this year. We have 2 eclipses at 11 degrees. We've got 11 turning up. Well, it's an 11 year the whole time. We've just got a lot of 11s all throughout the year. Okay. And 11, I've talked about it a little bit, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit more again. It's a master number, and it's the most intuitive of all numbers. Okay. 11 is very instinctual, charismatic, dynamic, and capable once its sights are set on a concrete goal. Okay. It's associated with faith and psychics. But the 11, I mean, if you look at it, it's the 2 numbers, the ones, and Gemini is like that, okay? So 11 can be anxious and shy and very conflicted and scattered when there is not a goal, okay? Because the 11 can be extremely self-sabotaging. So with an 11, the positive characteristics can turn into obstacles when not understood or used properly. Okay, so this is kind of talking about what I'm saying. So if I look at the astrology through the eyes of the lens of the number 11, we have all this deeply intuitive, psychic, watery energy, with Jupiter in Scorpio making the only really major aspects this year. We have no squares, oppositions, not big ones, between the outer planets this year. The 2 main aspects throughout 2018 are going to be Jupiter trine Neptune, which we had 1 pass of already. We're going to have 2 more, and Jupiter sextile Pluto. And that's interesting in itself too, because they are the more gentle aspects. They are opportunities, but they need concrete goals and action to be taken for them to actually actualize. Okay. So this is kind of coming back to what I was saying about how we need to conserve, we need to build these structures, we need to have these goals, we need to have this kind of ambition as well, in order to be able to act on our intuition and our creativity, etc. So it's kind of like, can I give you the exact, I'll do that on the call tomorrow, the eclipses. Okay. So I haven't got the charts to hand. Okay. So yeah, earth conservation too. I talked about that in the blog post a little bit, because I will talk about, well, I'll talk about the 2 eclipses tomorrow, probably not all of them, but anyway. So in the blog post I talk about, I've put the link again, I talk about how I see people getting more in touch with the cycles of the earth and planting their own gardens, but at a bigger level. Say you want to write a book, which is one of my things. Okay, and I hope to, I intend concrete goals. Okay, I intend to write my book this year, so that I can follow my creativity and intuition with this concrete goal. Okay, so it's all very well having this airy fairy, I follow the energy and all that kind of stuff, but sometimes you have to have these structures. And how do you get to that point? Okay, is by scheduling, saying I am going to do between this time and this time each day, I am going to write. So maybe I've got to put that on my calendar right now and stick to it. So do you get what I mean? It's the 11. It's kind of can create great things from the intuition and the creativity, but within structure. You have to give it the containers and the structure and the strength to get things created. So there we go. There's my rant for the day. Let's have a card. So yeah, that's the 11th sign. So so the 11s probably mean quite a bit to you today too. Faith, yeah, angel card was faith. Yeah, but it's not just about faith. Exactly. Because time isn't real, but that's a structure we create. Yeah. So that we can get things done. Okay. But it's really this, it's really, really the theme of the year. Yeah. Apart from, if it is to be, it's up to me. There's that too. Because there's the other container. Our body is the container. And I've been talking about you have it all in you. And you do. You have it all in this container to do it. That doesn't say you have to do everything on your own. Take the weight of the world on your shoulders. You can get help. You can delegate. You can do all those things. But it comes from you. You have to choose. You have to decide. You have to schedule. You have to say, this is what I'm going to do, and this is when I'm going to do it. And or really nothing gets done. Because you get scattered and float off here and there doing it. So whilst I pull the card, just one more reminder that I do have the call tomorrow, the free call in the Planetary Magic Cafe, and I am offering the mini readings for $15. The link is in the event in the group to book it. And I'll be doing those mini readings on the call, and the call's recorded. So you can ask for a one question mini, oops, oh, those cards wanted to jump out. One card mini reading on the call. Oh, so how funny. I guess we are doing a 3-card reading again. Okay, so here we go. Interesting. You're going, interesting. Show me the cards. Well, I have to actually look up the 9 of Wands first, because I don't actually know this card very well. Well, I do really. It's the Sun in Sagittarius. It's the Strength card. So we've been kind of building up this strength to actually get all this kind of stuff done. You've been containing it, bringing it up. We've had all this Sagittarius energy with Saturn in Sagittarius, bringing all this kind of strength through finding out what your personal truth is, all that kind of energy. So actually I didn't need to look at the book at all, but you've been gathering mental, emotional and spiritual and physical strength to really get shit done this year. So that's where we're coming from. How funny that these 3 cards jumped out, eh? I love the universe. I love how everything kind of is always perfect. This is where we're at now. Bit of strife, bit of this, and I am seeing it with people. This is kind of anxiety, frustration, people, you know, knowing they want to get this stuff done, but we've had these, we've been asked to slow down and do it more slowly. So people were in this fast-moving phoenix energy of 2017, and now it's like, no, it's plod, it's get things done, it's schedule, all the things I've been talking about, and that can bring a little bit of anxiety and frustration, okay, because you can start to feel a bit limited and restrained in your creative endeavors. But this goes back to all this stuff I've just been talking about. So the final card in the 3 that just jumped out of the pack for today, which is so funny that there was 3, is the Prince of Cups. And this is where we're going. And I was going to say this is where we're going if you listen to all I've said and really kind of focus that creative energy and give it the structure and give it the energy. This is where you're going. This is mastering your emotional desire. Okay. This is get the transformation. There's the snake in there somewhere. Where is the snake? I can't see it. Oh, coming out of the little bucket. Do you see it? Okay. And I find it interesting that the bird kind of leading the chariot looks like the phoenix. I don't know whether it's supposed to be the phoenix. Doesn't even mention it in the thing, so I'm going to give my... So, oh yeah, the eagle pulling the chariot, but that could be seen as the phoenix too. We had that phoenix eclipse back in August, and now you are being asked to let the phoenix energy that we had of transformation pull you forward this year to create your heart's desire and the transformation that you need. You can't make this shit up. You really can't. Amazing. The phoenix is on his head as well, which would indicate that really it's all coming from you. Okay. Oh, so there you are, all kind of this emotional desire, what you really want to create, what you want to desire, and you're allowing that kind of remains of the energy you kind of got from that phoenix energy, seeing the bigger picture to pull you forward towards that heart's desire. Amazing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's all within you. Yeah. So, personally, yeah, I've had, my teeth, my arm, all that. But I'm loving this energy, loving the messages I got even from being kind of a bit laid up, if you like. So it's all perfect because they were slowing me down, telling me to just... And right now, do you know what I'm going to do? As I say goodbye to you all and give you a great day, and I go, well, I do have to prepare for tomorrow morning's call, but I am going to go and put writing time on my calendar, or creation time, because I've got 2 things I want to create this year, because I have Gemini moon, so I can never do one. So if I call it creation time, I can switch off the electronics and either write or do the other thing I want to do away from Facebook. So that's what I'm going to schedule that now. Much love. Mwah. Have a great day.